You're tuning in to the Black Hollywood Live Network, featuring news, interviews, and commentary on all things Black Hollywood. Hollywood Redefined. From Los Angeles, California, presented by Maria Menounos and streaming live thanks to Akamai Technologies. This is Black Hollywood Live Fashion 411, featuring the week's roundup of fashion news. Black Hollywood Live, Hollywood Redefined.
You're listening to Black Hollywood Live.
And now, the host for Black Hollywood Live, Fashion 411.
We dance a little bit.
I never really know. She sometimes tap dance too. It's very cool.
I tap dance? Oh my goodness. What's up, everybody? I got talents I didn't know I had. And you are joining us live on Friday at Black Hollywood Live. This is Black Hollywood Live's Fashion 411. I am your host, Courtney Stewart, and I am joined in the studio today with two lovely, lovely people. We got one on the end that we already know. Y'all know her as Kahl. What's up, Val?
What's that mean?
It means we
Sister,
already know
we
you.
already
You ain't
know
new.
her. Not need to introduce you guys.
But she
Hi,
is wearing white today. And she looks
everybody.
cute.
Yeah.
It's actually gray, but
Oh, my
forgive her.
bad.
She had a tough week.
dang.
It's actually grayish. With
it gray,
some,
really?
Yeah, it's grayish like a cloud
Girl,
in
bye.
Paris.
That's white.
Hi guys, it's so happy to see you. Kahl, the show from Paris and Hollywood, all the best of the trend of the fashion industry that you need to know.
Yes.
What's going on and what's trending.
What's trending and what's hot. That's what she always gives us. Also, super hot and up in the studio today, we got Mr. AJ Crimson joining us.
Thank you.
Welcome, 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 celebrity makeup artist extraordinaire that we're going to find out a little bit more about in a little while.
Yes, good
Welcome,
times.
welcome. We
Thank
can't
you.
wait to hear all about what's going on with you. All right, so we're going to jump right into it this week because we always got to know what's going on in the gossip and what's happening and what's hot. What we got for the show, Miss
Oh my
Val?
gosh, we got kind of like a good gossip this
We
week
got some
going
good gossip?
on. Yes, like a couple of days ago, guys, you've seen Lady Gaga, something very disturbing. A photo on Instagram was she revealing facial updo, lifting, acid, Ayurvedic. Yeah, she had a syringe next to her lips. So what? Did she reveal that she's actually, like doing the
Puffing her
little duck lips that they all do? And actually not, guys. It's actually a campaign from Creation Organic. It's actually a juice brand that I love. And that's their latest trend. And it's so cool. So you see the syringe, exactly. It's a juice cleanse. So you got, different name. You got the antidote, you got the beautify, and hers is the beautify. So what is it? It's just would you call it a snob way to have your juice instead of having it in a
Because
bottle?
a cup is too hard. We got to go put them in a syringe.
Exactly.
Is that
So
what's
the
happening?
new trend,
All right.
guys, you just put your juice in the syringe. Yeah, exactly.
Have you never had a shot like in New Orleans with that?
In Vegas.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
cocktail
I do.
shots.
Yeah.
And also the big chef, like the experimental cuisine. They do all the
Yes,
vinaigrette
I
for
know,
your
I've seen
tomatoes
that,
with
yeah.
basil and everything. You just do your balsamic vinegar. Like, that's
Yo,
a weird
that's a-
noise
I don't know
that I
how
just
I
did.
feel about that. That's very dental to me.
Completely.
Like, 'cause
I
you go to
completely
the
agree.
dentist and they have to do the syringe and what? I don't know. I just
And,
want
like,
mine
the
in a
juice
cup.
comes-
Can I just get a shot glass?
And the juice comes straight, it's very straight to your throat. It's very violent, guys.
I don't know what's happening here.
Val, what are you talking
No,
about?
I'm talking about the
This is
syringe.
not that
It's not like a
show.
glass that you drink, like you press the syringe and suddenly it just flies.
Why are you shooting into the
you.
back of your throat?
I don't know.
Right.
That's how it
What's
happens with my
happening?
mouth. Okay, like somebody's making a big sign here in the
Studio
studio, guys.
audience is
I
also
just feel-
confused.
All right, so what I can tell you about the beautify? You're dying to know what's in
Yeah,
the
I'm
beautify
dying.
shop.
I
I know.
need
You're
to
like
know.
you
I
keep
really need
pinching
to
me
know.
and like, please tell me, Val. We want to know. So there is some boron. There is some activated silicone, not to be confused with the synthetic silicone. It's actually the good organic silicone.
okay.
There is some zinc or
What do
zinc.
I need that for, though?
I'm gonna tell you.
Oh,
There is some
okay.
orange juice, 50 shades of green juice, of course, ha ha ha, but it's clever. and everything is here to improve you're gonna love it, Court. And guys, listen to that. All this inside is to improve the quality of your skin, the hair, and the nails. According to the employee of Creation Organics at the Venice place, because they are everywhere, guys. You can order online. They have like a juice truck. They have like mini SUV trucks, the juices all over, and it's actually one of my favorite places whenever I go to Venice. I just love their juice. I never did the syringe.
You never did the syringe.
You know, we should try it
How
out.
much is it? Is it expensive? Do you know?
No, I don't know the prices,
Okay.
absolutely, but the juices is always between like $8 and $12 in the bottle, so
Okay.
I'm sure it's,
Somewhere in there.
it's somewhere between 8 and 11. It's, something to be fashionable that's happening in Hollywood, guys. So, all the trends, they're either in Paris or they're either in Hollywood, wherever it starts. And this month, the juices are in Hollywood. So if you see anyone with a syringe walking next to you, don't run. They're not
would
gonna
still run. I'm gonna still look at you sideways.
But that's the new trend.
Okay.
And I'm so happy that Lady Gaga didn't do anything to her lips.
Well, yeah, at least she's not, injecting.
I mean, I'm sure she is, but not
Something.
at that time.
Not at that moment.
Not at that moment.
But she looks pretty full. Yeah.
The lips, there's,
Okay.
yeah. Oh my gosh, yeah. It's still duck's lips, right?
So there's like a truck, like food trucks.
No. It's actually.
That does this?
I love how we're talking about the lips and it's still
It's like a food
focused
truck.
on the trucks.
It's like a food truck,
Can I
right?
drive the trucks? No, it's actually like a real juice store that you can
Oh,
find.
they have a store.
yeah,
But you
exactly.
did say they had a truck.
They also have like food truck, like juice trucks. Like you
So
can
they'll
track
drive
them online.
around?
Yes.
Like the
sometimes-
grilled cheese truck? You can
Oui,
track.
like
See, I
food
like
truck,
the grilled
guys.
cheese truck.
Yeah, exactly. You can find
I
them.
won't be
You
getting
go
no shots,
online and
but-
you see like with the location where the food truck is. Sometimes they're in Venice. I think it's the first or last Friday of the month. They all have the food truck with the food display. So they're part of it. And sometimes they are maybe next to your town. You just need to check that out on creationorganic.com.
Creationorganic.com. All right. What else we got this
Okay,
week?
we got the new face. You're gonna see her everywhere, guys, and that's actually very interesting. She's the new face of L'Oreal Beauty Paris. But what is interesting about her? First of all, is that she grew up from California. Yeah, baby, she's from our hood.
Girl, you ain't from here. Stop
And
playing.
yes, I am from here. Gosh, I feel so segregated. It's horrible. There is some racism
I'm pretty sure
on that
you can't
show.
say that on this panel.
Toward the French, I'm telling you. And this is a black show, but they have something against the French.
Never. We love the French.
Guys, you guys are my cousins. So listen to that. If you see that, Suju Park, that's her name. Just remember her name because I'm going to tell you something. She's actually joining the A-team of L'Oreal, and you guys know it. Carly
great.
Kloss, Barbara Palvin, Lou McGrath, Natasha Polly, and Dudson Crows. These are the faces that you guys know. They are everywhere for every campaign. So what's the thing about this girl? You know what? She says, so she's Korean, she grew up in California, and she turned out, couple years ago, she turned out blonde. She bleached her hair to like give a boost to her career because she says like
obviously worked.
it definitely changed. She needed to stand out. It will be to be bleached, and it actually completely worked. So she turned blonde, and this is how Karl Lagerfeld spotted her because she like dyed her eyebrows, dyed her hair, and she says once I bleached my hair, people understood I was not only a face but also a personality. And this is not it. I'm gonna tell you the director of L'Oréal, Cyril Chapry, the French director, was seduced by her and describes his choice, saying, I was seduced by her spiritual charisma. She inspires the fashion industry and succeed in making her look stand out, original, with a unique signature.
Well, I buy that all the way. I think
Yeah.
she looks great.
So, but what's going on with her, Kim going bleach blonde,
Who
her
gives a
getting bleach
freaking-
blonde? I thought
do
it was so
not
lame turning
even
blonde.
bring up that name.
Why we don't like him here?
No, we love her, but it's just like suddenly her
over
career
her.
is boosted
I love
because
her
she
hair.
turned bleached
It was
blonde.
great, but it's black now, and like I'm like I don't care
Well, the
anymore
crazy
about
thing
Kim.
was I saw recently she had a cover of Elle that I guess just recently came
Yes,
out. And I was
yes,
like, wait
Elle
a minute,
French.
you just dyed the hair blonde like for Fashion Week 2 or 3 weeks ago. Like you shot that cover that fast?
So I have a question for you, because they all say like because suddenly you bleach your hair blonde, it's like way more eternal. As a guy, like that, like does Kim or her turn you on more because she's bleached blonde? No, but it's true. What's going on with the? I thought it was so lame to suddenly being bleached blonde. Even I
mean,
want to go darker.
I loved Kim as a blonde, and I love
Really?
her as a
You
blonde,
love
too.
Kim as a blonde?
I think this is
I
just
do
going to be
too.
really interesting to see her be the face of L'Oreal
Agreed.
with no eyebrows.
Yes.
Because how are you going to sell that trend?
Selling
so
beauty
you're
with no
so you're gonna bring
eyebrows.
that
Did I turn
back.
you on without any eyebrows?
You know what I mean? I think it's good. I love it.
What do
I'm
you
the
even say to
non-eyebrows
that?
girl.
Okay. Well, I think that the opposites thing is what's working for her. It's like
Yeah.
an Asian woman with that much whited out like brows, face, and all of that. It gives her a striking appearance that I'm sorry, as a white blonde lady, you did some work. You know?
No, it's
You
true.
just look
Maybe
like a
I should
blonde.
just like some almond eyes, and I'll, it will boost my
I would
career
not
too.
vote for surgery on the eyes. I would just say maybe you should be a redhead or get your afro back.
We did that this winter. It
We
worked
did.
pretty well. We
It
had
worked
so
out
much
well.
audience with my afro, remember?
There you go. And
Yeah.
you
You'd
got
be
some
ready
attention.
for Black Hollywood Live.
Exactly. I'm always ready for Black
Exactly.
Yeah, finally, I will fit.
You
in
would
that
fit
show.
in. All right. Anything else for the show
Yes,
this
guys,
week, girly girl?
Coachella is coming up, and there is a fantastic lineup. You need to know. I mean, the lineup is so huge. It goes from AC/DC to Drake to David Guetta to George Ezra, and my favorite Frenchie Stromae. Alors on danse.
She knew what she was gonna say,
Okay, we'll
y'all.
play it.
Alors
Steven,
on
if you
danse.
have Alors on danse, please put it on. Oh, you know it.
Oh, no, I don't.
I was like, yeah. He played in LA a couple of weeks ago, a couple of months ago. He's so big on the international scene, and I'm
big.
sure if you know
We'll
it,
check him out.
If he plays it, you'll remember that right
We'll
away.
go find him, girl.
So for Coachella, we got something for you guys. You can't, bump into Kendall or Miley Cyrus being dressed with you like denim with holes and cropped top without any style. So H&M loves Coachella. That is the new partnership
Oh, wow.
for
That's a great
that
partnership.
festival.
That's so smart.
And exactly, and what you see on the image right now, so it's all about the fringes, it's all about the retro, jumper, all about the wide-legged trousers too. So no, like denims with
Yes.
holes, nothing like this.
70s style is
coming
back.
Everything
Huge.
is lace. So please add layers, add lace, add fringes, and add definitely white leg trousers.
I don't like
And
anything about this.
You don't like anything
It's
about
very
it?
70s.
Because it just feels like we're going to all go shopping on Melrose again.
For you guys, Melrose, that you guys are listening, Melrose in Los Angeles has a lot of, actually it's true, a lot of mini designer,
It's the same
very
stuff
70s.
in Tennessee Alley downtown.
It's very
Just
rock,
looked up.
and it's very 70s.
Well,
I still shop on Melrose.
Such is
I have
life.
Well,
I
I
haven't
still
been in quite some time, but
He's like,
I
yeah.
was like, yeah, I could
No,
see that. I'm just kidding.
you're killing me. Speaking of Fringe,
I'm such a victim.
Speaking of Fringe,
Yeah.
don't you have an outfit of the week this week that salutes this amazing trend that actually was on the runways quite a bit? So
Yes,
as
absolutely.
much as we're not a fan, it was all over the runways. And
I
it's
love the
in.
fringes. What about you?
I'm good with Fringe, mostly. I don't like a lot of it. Like you could take it too far real fast.
No, true. I mean, not fringes like
But
on
I
your
love
arms, on your
this.
legs, on the back. Of
I
course
would do
not. You
this.
will look like a pony. But the fringe shirt.
Pony.
A pony. All right, we got the fringe skirt, which is a big SP15 trend. So it's from Boston proper. We got it for $139, and the fitted top is from Banana Republic. I don't know what I'm saying.
You didn't say it
Banana
right.
like
She
this.
can't say banana. I love
can't
it.
say
You're
it,
like
so-
banana.
Banana Republic, so it's like
Republic of
$68,
bananas.
and it's an original outfit worn by Olivia Palermo. What am I saying? Olivia Palermo, guys, if you check out the picture.
There you
So
go.
some fringes like this are perfect, cool, stay cool for Coachella. It's all about fringes again, lace, white leg trousers. Just be cool, be aerial. It's hot, it's in the desert, and just
just
enjoy
make
the
it
music,
work.
the vibe.
The music, the vibe. Are
Exactly.
either of you guys
Carpe
going to
diem.
Coachella? Okay, so we're having a quick conversation about Coachella. It's hot. And it's in the desert.
Thank you
Like,
for the
no.
big spoiling
That would be a
alert.
no.
And that's that.
Are you going to Coachella this year?
I've never gone, but
Never.
I feel like I want to go.
See, I feel like in my brain, I want to be there because
Yeah.
I want to be a part of it. But in practice,
Exactly.
I
Because
don't
I'm like,
wanna
are
be
we
sweating.
outside all the time?
You're outside all the time
Is it
in some
the
tents.
dirt?
You're not outside of the time.
Yeah.
There are like tents. You got
that's
like booth.
still
You got inside
outside,
parties.
girl. That
Yeah,
is
like they have
outside.
AC.
It's a tent.
They got
have-
AC shit.
If you have porta potties, then I can't.
Is it like Woodstock all over again?
I mean,
kind of thing?
it was kind of.
No, it's a very, very nice goody and all clean and sober Woodstock. It has nothing to do with Woodstock, but it's a
It's
lot of
not
fun.
quite clean and sober. But I have my best friend
Well,
goes
if you
every
hang
year
out
and he
with
loves
Court,
it, thinks it's the best
maybe
thing ever.
it's
Courtney
more wild.
will watch the retakes and the Instagrams and enjoy it that way. 2 thumbs
I
up.
will go, guys. So meet me there.
Okay, she'll be there. So we're gonna move on to a little beauty beat this week. And being that we have like a beauty genius in the house, we figured
Oh, yes. Hold on.
let's
Who is he?
have a
Here.
Oh, is it me?
Is that wait? Oh, it is him. AJ. Got it. All right. So first
Question
up,
mark.
She's just trying to throw it.
we're just throwing a little. No, never that.
That was for the
You're our
fringes
new
and Melrose
brother.
style.
Didn't you hear? You're her cousin. You're a
Yeah,
brother.
I
Like
know.
we're a whole family now. Okay, so we do beauty beat every week. We want to know. Obviously, we're going to talk further about your line and everything you have going on, but just times are changing. It's getting a little warm outside. what would be a product that you would tell women that you need to have moving into the summer?
Anything AJ Crimson? No.
Hey.
But it's true. It actually is true. I think cream foundations are really great, just because they do offer you the coverage that you need without it. So many times, girls are trying to put a lot of powder on their face. You have to work with what you have going on.
Yes.
You know, the skin is glistening, so use something that has cream that gives you a coverage so you can just mimic what's happening instead of fighting against it.
Okay.
And the cream with the heat, is it still like a good, you think it's
in
better
my
than the
brand,
powder?
it's actually really great because you don't need a whole lot of it to use or to get the effect that you need. But I think overall, it's just, some cream, not a liquid. Liquids will melt away, but a strong cream that's not heavy, that's skin-like, is really great.
Okay.
Wow, so
that's
strong
your
cream.
quick little note right there, guys. Strong cream.
Strong but not heavy.
Strong but not heavy cream
Gives
foundation.
coverage. I don't want to say strong, so let's just say something that gives coverage.
Gives coverage.
Yeah.
Because some of y'all need to hide some stuff.
I
Let's
love
just be
coverage.
real.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to come back and get some more details about your line and everything that's going on with that. But first, we got to jump into a little bit of style scoop. I said style scoop. Style scoop, because I can speak. And this week, we have a new collaboration, guys. Teva and Nasty Gal have teamed up, and they are
going on with
collaborating. They
You
teamed
keep
up.
making pop.
I know, I'm just in a weird
I'm
mood
missing some
today, so I'm
champagne
making a little
now.
noise. Oh, see, we always forget
the pop of
champagne.
champagne.
You're a mess. Okay, so Nasty Gal have teamed up with the footwear brand Teva on a collaboration, and it's fit for every festival goer and poolside lounging professional. I just want to know how you get to be a poolside lounging professional. Working on that. But anyway, these shoes are retailing for from $90 to $110, and they will be available on both brands' websites. Oh, they are available now. It's March 27th. They were available yesterday. Check them out.
Do we have the opportunity and the
interesting.
choice to manifest something, because it's growing in me. I can't
What's manifesting in
bear.
you?
Like,
What are
I'm
you-
sorry,
you're
like
about
the
to give birth to
platform.
something?
Yeah, like I'm about to give birth to a big manifesto. It's a no to me.
I
don't know if you
you're
guys
not feeling the
the platform.
complete
Are you
platform?
kidding me? The platform, the handicap platform. I mean, it's like hello. I have a problem with my foot. My foot is too flat, so the doctor gave me a big platform because one foot is higher or
Tell
lower
us
than
how
the other
you
one.
really feel, Val.
Yeah.
Really
This
feel.
is my big anger. No, guys, I mean, this is so not fashionable. This is so not classy.
Interesting. Hey, it is fashionable because it is super in right now. Would you wear it?
Everything that is in is not fashionable, guys. Remember
This
this
feels like
French
I used to work
advice.
at retail, and this feels like a shoe that a raver used to wear.
Thank you. Hallelujah. Somebody heard me in the house.
It's finally good to know where that came from. I just wondered. I was like, are we? I didn't get it.
Like those big
It's
chunky.
orthopedic
I don't
shoes.
like it.
It is orthopedic
Well,
shoes.
at least orthopedic shoes have like some kind of
An arch.
Oh, something. That's just a big old board.
No, it's awful. It's like really for little people that wants to feel. I mean, I'm small, so you just like you have a complex. You want to feel taller, and suddenly you wear platform. It's ridiculous. Everyone sees that you're wearing platform. It's not feminine. It doesn't bend. Your curves.
It doesn't make
and
your
your
calves
rear.
look good.
No, it like
What
makes you
about-
flat and
How
high.
do you feel about the bottom option that is it's a little bit utilitarian
This
with
feels
that
like a scuba.
snap?
Some kind of
scuba,
scuba,
like diving.
like a fin or something.
Oh,
like
let's
that.
go diving with that.
Maybe that's why
Yeah.
you're safe
Yeah.
by the pool, because it's like got slip resistance and.
You
I don't
dive
know.
with your shoes
I'm
on
just
in the
saying.
pool?
I'm just here to give you the news and the scoop, and that's what's available for all of those out there that
and
think
we
it's
manifest
fabulous.
our anger here.
Go be fabulous with it, honey, because I don't get it, but who am I? I'm just Courtney, just trying to be me. All right, so speaking of somebody just trying to be them and doing a really great job at it, you guys, this month we got Miss Serena Williams rocking the cover of
Yeah.
Vogue magazine.
That's cool.
Okay, she is on there looking fabulous, did a whole layout working with Annie Leibovitz, and I mean, there's nothing to say. She's on the cover of
I mean,
Vogue
she's just
for a
laying
second
down by
time,
the pool.
but she's just laying there looking fabulous, and all the muscles and all that everything.
Yeah,
Get it,
it's just
girl.
very staged to me. It's like, oh look, I'm like
It's a
reading.
photo,
the-
stop being so
No,
judgy.
That's what the show is about.
It's about me getting out my jealousy.
You judging?
This is what the story is about.
You're
So yeah,
so
it's a cool
judgy.
picture and I love her. It's just like, like very staged, like, oh look, I'm pretending to read the Vogue where I'm on the cover of.
Can we talk about the cover though?
Oh,
How
you're
did you
talking
guys?
about this picture. I was
Yeah,
talking
no,
about
she
the
did about the cover.
Oh, yeah, I'm
not
talking
even
about
worried
Let her
this.
lane.
I'm
Let
talking
her
about
read
that.
her Vogue, okay?
Oh, okay.
But
I
how
want
do
to
you
read
guys
about
feel?
me too. If I was on the cover of Vogue, wouldn't
I'd be
you
reading
have
it all.
Yeah,
I
but
would
you
lay
wouldn't,
in
you
it.
wouldn't release that picture.
Hang
You
out
would
in
take
it.
like a different
Yes, I
picture.
would.
How do you guys feel about the actual cover though?
I loved it.
Thought it was great.
I thought it was great. The only thing I didn't like was the eyebrows.
Thank you.
It felt like they just took like a black liner and put it through her brow.
I was
It's
like,
the
what's
trend.
happening?
It's awful. They make it thicker and thicker with Cara Delevingne's new twin that she found. Like it's like the same eyebrows. It's all about the eyebrows. And did you see Rihanna with her new eyebrows?
Yeah.
It's really the trend, but to me it's awful. I don't like thick eyebrows at all.
I
love
like
thick.
full.
You do?
I like
Really?
full eyebrows.
Full, but not like
Full,
super thick,
yeah.
like a very manly from.
How is it manly? That's gross. If he's like needing a
Very,
wax.
very thick ones or very manly to
I
me.
don't know.
For a woman.
Okay.
But I like full
I
eyebrows
think we should
too.
get you some caterpillars on your eyes and see how that works out. All right, last but not least in Style Scoop this week, some crazy things are going down at TJ Maxx, you guys. So for those of you that are shopping at TJ Maxx, you might have come
Some
across
drama at
something.
TJ Maxx, finally.
Yeah, so apparently a clothing brand supposedly inspired by modern beach culture took themselves back to the Jim Crow South for a minute and designed a T-shirt. Basically, it says "hang loose" and it has a noose hanging down in the middle of the shirt. And the clothing and accessory company is called Teva, and people went nuts and went to Twitter and was very upset with TJ Maxx and very upset that they would carry this in the store, and people are offended and think it's super racial and such a big problem. What do y'all think?
Why did TJ Maxx buy it?
Yeah, good question. So what's their message behind it? I'm
I mean,
not sure I
TJ Maxx
followed.
is just a retailer. They just putting stuff in their stores, and this is a
Okay.
company that they work with. So
Hang loose,
they
it's just like a
There's
wink.
a buyer. There's a buyer that looks at everything.
There
all
is-
the collection. So
and they thought it was fine.
It's just pretty aggressive to me. It's just
Yeah.
all. I think you can be like provocative with being more subtle.
Yeah,
you know,
you can
more-
be, or at least
more
be
witty.
provocative and have like a.
I don't know. So
But
like
how do you make that provocative?
yeah, it's not even provocative. It's more
It's just a
hang
blatant-
loose.
It's
It's a
just kind of
blatant-
stupid.
Completely. I don't know. It makes me think about like dark things, or I don't know. It's very society-ish.
So you wouldn't
right?
buy the shirt?
Well, would you?
No.
No, I don't think anyone with taste would.
Well, there you go. Nobody buy the shirt. It won't be in the stores anymore. And scene.
It's I know they wanted to make a joke. It's just like they want
It's just dumb. I can't. I just insensitive and dumbness, because that's a word. You know, whatever. People moving on. Let's talk about something more fun, more exciting, and that's not.
It's
dumb
rolling,
at all.
rolling on the
Catch it.
table.
Almost.
It's the new product, guys.
It's a new product. That means it's time to make it happen. Mr. AJ Crimson is in the building, guys. Celebrity makeup artist extraordinaire, beauty and
Oh,
lifestyle
wow.
expert, doing all kinds of things, including launching his fabulous new line that we're going to talk about. But first, we got to know
That's
about
little noise
you
that
a
you're
little
making
bit.
right now.
Yeah. What do you want to know?
I'm making note. Look at that picture.
Oh,
Look at that
Look at
picture.
that
It's
picture,
really
you
so
guys.
sensual.
For all you guys out there that are not watching us on YouTube, you're listening to us on iTunes, make sure you check out our pictures on
You
BHL
got
Fashion
leather,
411 and
you got
YouTube.
like
Because he is looking just fierce,
beautiful
honey, surrounded by
woman.
beautiful ladies.
Thank you.
it's
Look
50
at that.
shades of black and white. It's fantastic.
It's gorgeous. Okay, so let's focus.
Yes.
Let's talk about you, AJ. Where you come from? How'd you end up in makeup and in celebrity makeup artistry?
Okay,
Especially
I'm
being so
originally
cute.
Yeah. Oh, thank you.
Oh, talking about the picture.
Oh, got it. Yeah. Photoshop.
Talking
It's a
about
filter. Selfie
Thank God
mode.
for those. They look great. Anyway.
Thank you. I'm originally from Michigan. I'm originally from Detroit, Michigan. I grew up there. I went to school there. I started out in radio, funny enough,
Got that
as a
radio
producer
voice.
and music research coordinator. And then it just kind of trickled into artist development. I worked with Michael Bivens, his company Biv 10 for a little bit. And that kind of took me into styling and makeup and all these other things that I just didn't really know about before I started working in the business. And I worked on 8 Mile. So after 8 Mile,
Oh.
I came out here and
Just
just
went for
decided
it.
that I would just go for it. Fergie was my first client.
Oh, wow.
But how did you wake up? Because on 8 Mile, were you doing like makeup?
No, actually, I was doing styling and I had credentials for makeup at the time, and I applied for both.
Oh, wow.
However, only costumes called me back. So I worked with costumes, and by the end of the movie, I had been dressing Marshall. I was working with Brittany Murphy at the time.
Very cool.
Oh, wow.
And, it was really cool. It was a great experience, just assisting really, but the overall experience. So the costume designer, Mark Bridges, when it was over, he asked, he said, hey, like, what are you going to do when this is done? And I said, well, I'm not really sure. Maybe I'll try to go to, LA or go to New York. And he said, well, if you ever want to come to LA, I have a spare bedroom in my house. It's just me and my brother that live
wow.
there. You got to get out of Detroit.
It always starts like
Nice.
this.
And it
Somebody
was
has a
awesome.
friend in
That's a
LA
great
that has
story,
a
though.
spare bedroom, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was awesome, and I
best
was making
stories
like
are like this.
$100 a day on this job, and I didn't care. It was like, but it was
This is what you
it was
love.
going into it knowing that I needed to make a way for myself bigger and better.
And
you
it
know
was
what I mean?
still
And
about
that was
makeup,
that.
right?
No, makeup just kind of came later. To be honest, makeup was one of those things that it was see a need, fill a need. You know, having worked in artist development, you're hiring a lot of the hair, makeup, and wardrobe people, and we are really big on references. So when you're looking at a makeup, I told a makeup artist, I said, if I had your stuff, I would just do it myself because I gave you a reference of what I wanted to see, and I don't understand why that's not what we're looking at.
Now, as far as your training went, were you trained at some point in makeup? Did you were you self-taught? Were you just always an artist as a kid and it kind of just came natural?
I've always been very artistic. However, when it came to makeup, there was somewhat of an interest in it just to see, just from the shoots and things that I was working on. So I went and got a job at a MAC counter.
Okay.
And
okay.
I had them train me basically. My focus was on skin. I wanted to get complexion right because I felt like if I could see
part of
color.
the makeup.
Yeah, like you can see color. Like I don't think you can really teach people to identify with what colors are right for each other. But skin, that was something that you can match. So I learned that. I stayed there for about maybe 6 or 7 months
MAC is the
before
best school. One of the
coming
best
here.
school.
It was great. Yeah, it was a lot of hands-on experience. And then when I got to LA, I was assisting a lot of artists, really great artists. I went to Europe for a little bit, and
Where?
I worked with Pat McGrath. I was in Vienna.
Okay.
I stopped off in London first, got out of there after 2 weeks because I went with like $750. Like I had a $1,500 check that I got from a video that I worked on, and I was like, oh, well, if I can make it in LA on $500, because I left with $500 on a bus ticket to get here. I was like, if I can do that, then I can go to Europe on 15. And I got there, and it was immediately slashed in half.
In Europe, you know, you
realize
just say 2 words, you breathe, you already spend like $500.
Exactly. I was like, what am I doing? So I got out of there. I went to Vienna, and I started working. I did a runway show for the U.S. Embassy there, and it was really cool. So they had all these ambassadors, their wives, and that kind of thing.
You need some makeup to the ambassador. Let me do some
Hook you up, girl. I'm gonna make you look
dramatic black eyelashes for you, Mr. Ambassador.
Yeah.
Now, but coming from Michigan, where did the drive and courage come? I mean, literally, you go to LA, then you go across country. Like, was that just always something in you as when you were younger to like just venture out and just go for it? Was your family really supportive to help you make those steps? What catapulted you out of that place?
Was it looking for fame, or was it really makeup? Was it really the entertainment industry?
I always knew that I would be successful. I didn't know how. So I've tried a variety of different things. I think that makeup was just the vehicle in the end that ended up taking me around the world. But when growing up, I was very interested in like the arts and theater and that kind of thing. I went to Adrian College and like and Wayne State University and advanced programs for like computer-aided drafting and design. And so when I graduated, I was going to college when I graduated high school, I was already at a college level in CAD drafting, but I didn't want to work for the big three. I'd already started interning for them when I was 16. So it was just, so it's just trying all these things early on. I wouldn't necessarily say that my parents were so supportive of all the things that I tried.
They just didn't know where you were going, right?
I just didn't know what it was going to be. And that's the beauty of it. I think I just always believed that one of these things was going to pop off for me. I just needed to see what it was going to be like. I had the need to see what it was like to live in Europe. I had the need to see what it was like to live in LA. I've always been a big dreamer. And a lot of people say that you shouldn't be a dreamer, but dreams are that's what I built my entire life on. Like I look at some of my siblings who I've grown up with, and I'm like, wow, like, if you learn nothing else from me, you should have learned to dream big, because those small dreams are what make things like this, like things that people say are impossible. I'm going up against huge companies, but my brand is quite successful. And when I started doing makeup, I was going up against, Sam Fine and like Billy B. Like people would tell my agent at the time, if Sam Fine doesn't take this job or Billy B doesn't take this job, like you're next for it. So for me to be in the business only a year or two and be compared to those great artists who have been in the business at that time, like maybe 15 or 20 years or more, like that says a lot. So I think there's just always been this drive and determination. I think that when you are from Detroit or the Midwest in general, there's a Detroit hustle that you just have. Yeah,
it's almost like if you come from Detroit, you will be successful.
You will.
Because you're so much of a
you can
legend.
Get out, you will do some amazing
I wish I came
things.
from Detroit now.
Girl.
See?
I thought you were from
And I'm also
Alabama.
from Detroit and Alabama.
All right, but I do want to ask also, obviously it's not an easy industry. It's crazy. There's lots of up and downs. What was the most difficult part about your journey, and how did you keep yourself motivated and get out of that place?
Falling out of love with it, and also it came to a point where, so imagine, like, I left Detroit with $500, you know, $500, and you're here in LA, and I found a way to get unemployment for like maybe six months or so to supplement, right?
Hey, I worked on that and couldn't figure it out, but anyway.
No, you know, like, because I worked on a movie, so I was entitled to it. So it wasn't something I scammed my way to, but, you know, but you're trying to figure out a way on just that little bit of money.
That's incredible.
And there's a hustle. Like, so I'm used to things just kind of happening really fast for me. And my first 2 weeks here, I didn't have a job. So I was thinking, like, man, like, why did I come here? I should just go back. Like, what did I do? You know, and then I thought about it. Well, that's like a slap in the face to God, for everything that I prayed for, because I prayed that, hey, like, God, if you get me out of here, whether it's LA or New York, I'm going to figure out how to make it happen. And when I recalled that moment with myself, it was like, okay, cool. Now I'm hitting the streets, and I didn't have a car. I was on the bus, you know, for at least 2 to 3 years, but that was okay because I was used to drive or taking the bus in Detroit. Like, I was styling in Detroit in a time where people didn't even know what a studio pool was. Yeah. Only because I had come across a program in the Levi's store where I worked across. I knew that they did it, but they had to have done it in the New York office. So I convinced my managers to, like, let me take things out. So, you know, so I was building a portfolio on just people believing in me, because they saw how much I believed in myself. So, you know,
it's all about the personality and having people around, like, convinced that you can, even if you have nothing, that you're somebody to bet on, and just, it's like almost like a Messi, you know, it's like a cult. A cult. You just have to gather the people and convince them that at some point, you know, you're going to be a cash machine and bring them up with you on your adventure and your journey.
Yeah. Speaking of cash machine,
but I have a question for you. How did you wait, like, exactly for that? How do you concretely, for the audience that listen to us and have ideas about whether it's makeup, whether it's a shirt line, products, sneakers, anything, how do you suddenly put everything together to make a brand? Like, do you get investors? Did you partner with, like, a model, a brand? Like, who was your face? You know, how did you suddenly do
come
that?
up with this? Well, I was on tour with Fergie at the time. So this is my second brand. My first brand was called Kissable Couture, and I did that with Keisha Whitaker, Forrest Whitaker's wife. Okay. We came up with this really beautiful concept, and it was just like lip glosses. I went to her and I was like, hey, like, I want to do lip glosses, and she was like, oh, that'll be fun. And I thought she was just kind of like, you know, like doing a Hollywood thing at first, because we had just literally met and become friends. And then a couple months later, she hit me back. She said, hey, like, what's going on with our lip gloss empire? And I was like, what? Like, oh, she's serious. I need to get on top of it. You know, so it just fueled me to move a little faster in what I was doing. So I've always wanted to do lipsticks. That was actually going to be the first product, but then it turned into what we have now. But it was me falling out of love with makeup that provoked me and pushed me to actually do a product, because I'd gotten to this place in my career where the money was changing. It was different. Like, I was used to making like $3,000 a day, you know, on a job where when you know,
exactly.
Okay.
and then you have like you had some clients that were here and there when the recession hit, where they were like, hey, I can't afford to pay you that anymore, but they're still like buying $7,000 worth of shoes, and
some people rather like not eat for like 2 months.
We all have our priorities.
Buy their Louboutin.
And I'm just like, well, where's this recession at? Like, why are you asking me to do this for $500? Like, I can't get it. So I left. I left the business altogether, and I left at my high. And I thought, well, you know, you've been building this AJ Crimson brand for so long. Like, what are you going to do with it? How do you give back? And I wanted to do it through education, but then also too, I just wanted to create something that embodied me. And I love skin. The one thing that I've been known for throughout my industry was just this beautiful luxe texture of skin that I create. And I started with foundation.
You got a great skin. Now that I'm looking at you so closely, you're glowing. I'm so envious.
Hard to keep that. Yeah. Keep it tight.
Can we have like a skin audit, like Kurt and I, like what she should have for skin? I want to have an audit. I mean,
we'll do
maybe
that
not
off camera.
Yeah, okay.
We'll talk about that later.
Yeah,
okay, but just share with us a little bit what's available in the line and what
so it's great.
So
talk to us about.
So what I created. So the first thing is the AJ Crimson Dual Skin Cream Foundations. That was the first product that I came out with. It's an amazing cream foundation that is. It's very light, but it gives you great coverage. You know, so you can build it. It's buildable pigment. the next offering was a BB cream. So have you heard of BB creams
Yes,
before?
and I
course.
struggled
We
so much to
created
find
BB
one that I
cream.
like that works,
Right.
and I'm so sad. I'm
Even
gonna
one
have to
that
try it.
actually matches you.
Yes.
Because they mostly come in light, medium, and dark.
Yes,
Right?
'cause
So you
even
would get one.
Mac
I
is
love
failing
BB
at that
cream.
right now too.
What'd you say?
Mac is failing at that right now too. I just bought a BB cream from them and that made me mad.
Well,
I
we
love
make 'em in a-
Korean brands.
Yeah, that's
I
where it
always buy at the
originated.
Koreans. Yes.
So what I did was I wanted to expand that conversation. So basically, it was a thing where I went out and I said, BB cream is like really huge right now. Why is it so huge? I researched all these brands and I said, this is like tinted moisturizer. None of the girls that I know really want to wear this, and none of them can really wear this because the range didn't reach far enough. So we made it in 11 shades.
Wow.
So like a Lekwet could wear it. A girl from South Sudanese to your complexion, which is really great.
People from Alabama like me could
from
wear it.
Alabama to you. Exactly.
such a
And
girl.
every girl in between. I wanted every girl to really be able to be included in the conversation of makeup because so many different times, just different women from all walks of life, they go to the counter and they just can't find themselves in the brand.
So what's the
that's what we had
trick?
to do.
Like concretely, what should you wear under, on top of it? What's the steps? You have like your moisturizing cream.
Yeah.
Then you have what? Explain to our audience.
So, from my perspective, I think that you just need a great moisturizer.
Okay, that we have.
I think you could benefit from a great eye cream.
Amen.
That's always really great. And then
Okay.
you go straight into foundation. I know with my products, you can go straight into foundation. Some people love primers, and I've never really been a big fan of them, just because I haven't really used them.
It dries skin. To me, it makes my skin drier.
And sometimes the makeup slips off if you have like a silicone based, but on men's grooming, like I love silicone based products because it just evens everything and distributes everything
And at
nicely.
what moment you place the BB cream?
So the BB cream, you can actually use it as a moisturizer, primer, and your coverage all in one. So you could
Okay.
literally just wake up, wash your face, and put the BB cream on. And go.
When you don't want too much coverage there, because
you don't want too
whenever I
much
put the BB
coverage.
cream, I still have a lot of work to do.
Well, then, but then that's also the thing, because women like to say they put the BB cream on and then they go into a concealer and then they contour. And then at that point, it's just like, well, you should just get my cream
get your
foundation
makeup and
because,
put on foundation.
It is the snub thing of just saying like, I put my BB
You're
cream
funny.
on.
So where can our audience find your products?
So you can go to ajcrimson.com. If you're here in LA, you can go to Friends Beauty, which is in North Hollywood. And then if you go to my Instagram, I have all the stores listed. We're in about 5 or 6 locations here in the United States. If you have any listeners in Nigeria, we're in 5 stores there.
Nigeria,
We're called Gifty's
nice.
Daughter, so that's really great. And we're
wow.
also in Botswana and Jamaica.
Very cool.
What, in Alabama too?
What was that?
That
Where?
would be America, girl. That would be America.
Are you
I
in
know
Europe
you're not
too at
from
all?
here.
Are you in Europe at all?
You know what? No,
Not yet. It's on your way.
It's on its way. Like we actually ship to London.
Okay.
So, if you can
Fancy.
get your products
Moving
to
it
London, then
slowly
you can go
across
there.
the
Fancy,
seas.
fancy.
And then today, which is really special, which you
Tell
have
us.
these. This is my new sultry and matte collection. It's the S&M collection. I know you girls are
S&M,
pretty
that's
frisky.
Christian's collection.
Yeah.
I was about to ask you, do you have the flashy pink, like the Miley Cyrus collection that she did for MAC? It's like
Oh,
the very
God.
neon pink.
No, it's not a neon pink color, but you can see
You
there's a
have
lot
them
of
all. Oh my gosh, so which one do we have
So there's
here?
like bondage, there's role play.
Wow, I love the name that you gave. It's
You
completely 50
would,
Shades
for
of
sure.
Juices.
It is.
And can you just give us a quick,
Chasing
what are the
Saturday?
price points
Yeah.
for your line?
For the
in
range,
general?
so the lipsticks are not 28; they're 18.50, which is actually really
That's
great
a
because
really
a lot
great
of
price. Yeah.
a lot of high-end brands like ours are like 32 or 36.
Completely.
The foundations are 24.50 at our website.
Fabulous.
You get 30% off, which is already taken off because they're normally 35 in the stores.
We love a discount.
And if you guys like
pretty
us
affordable.
on BHL and all the social media,
Yes.
Twitter, Instagram, you will get an additional discount. Of course.
Well, I don't know. Maybe,
Yeah,
We'll
Say
think
guys.
about that.
on her. She's gonna pick
Yeah,
up the
Bob's
tab.
gonna pick
I
up the
love
tab
that.
on that. But check that out, guys, online. Make sure you order up. I'm excited to try.
And
And
follow
the
me on
design of it.
Instagram. Because at AJ Crimson, you can see tons of before and after, and you can see the color payoff of all the colors. It's really great.
Cool.
And I
Cool,
love the
cool,
little
cool.
design. It's very
It's
stylish.
a very stylish,
It's all like
sleek
metal.
design.
Thank
Very
you.
sleek.
I love it. All right, so we're
Very
gonna
sensual.
wrap it up with our last segment of the day, the one that we love so much. It's hot or hot mess time, guys.
Ooh, I like
so we're
that.
gonna look at a few looks from this week and see what you guys think.
I'm starting
First
to be
up,
ready.
Get ready, girl. First up, we got Miss Kerry Washington. She is back on the red carpet at the GLAAD Awards, where she received a Vanguard Award and gave a wonderful, stirring speech that got a lot of attention. But she was wearing this plunging two-tone Hellasy gown and Anya Hindmark clutch and her 70s-inspired curls in her hair. What did you guys think? She's really into this two-tone thing going on.
Well, please start. You're the guest. I'm going to be polite for once.
I love the hair. I love the makeup. I think she never goes wrong. The nails are really great. I didn't really particularly love the cut of this dress on her.
Mm-hmm.
I saw a side by side of her with the model, and it's some looks are meant for the runway.
Yeah.
I don't know who would have really looked great. in
Bottom
that.
line, you just don't like it. That's what you're trying to tell us.
It didn't work. What did you think?
I mean, you read into my eyes. I'm an open book, chérie. I know it's tiring, but it's just like the cut on her. She's stunning, like her hair. Look at her face, and then the reddish, the purplish. It's kind of like dusty. I want to shake everything up, and you can feel the dust coming out of the skirt. And it just feels like oldish, kind of like dusty. Yes. It's not for her.
Well, I didn't hate it. I think I didn't hate it though because it was such a step up from the purple and the other two-tone gown that she did at, was it the Oscars or the Golden Globes that everybody was like really confused about, the stiffer dress. And I love sort of a 70s vibe with that plunge and the hair, but it just made her look wide and it's at the
makes her look bulky.
It cut her at the wrong spot. And she's too cute for that. So I'm sorry, Kerry. I'm sorry, Miss Kerry.
But her nails are great.
The nails were great. Everything about it was.
She's still beautiful.
We're just talking about fashion, guys. It's only about the superficial.
All right. Speaking of not the best. We got newcomer Asia Naomi King also on the GLAAD Awards carpet in this belted off the shoulder white sack. Did I say sack? I'm sorry, dress. And she had on these white jeweled pointy toe pumps. What y'all think?
I love it. I do love it. I think it's great because you know what it does. It reminds you when Rihanna wore the suit when she did
like with Paul McCartney.
Exactly.
Like it was way too big.
Exactly. And not that this is necessarily supposed to be in that same vein, but it feels like it, and it works. Only you have to have the confidence to pull it off, and I feel like she owns it.
I see what you're saying though with the Rihanna style. I was not fan at all of the Rihanna like big hunter jacket. I just felt like she was going for a safari or something. And no, but it's true, isn't it? The safari jacket that you wear, like for you can imagine Ralph Lauren doing this kind of like style, but it's just like 3 sizes too big. And I know she wanted to look sexy, like we see she doesn't have anything under. And Paul McCartney trying to fit in the screen behind with his like mini like what's the Hawaiian little guitar? Ukulele. I just felt like this clip was kind of like almost like a spoof to me. So I see what you're saying. I think she's got the confidence, she's glowy. So it's it's couture, it's nice. I'm just not a big fan. It's just okay with me.
You made me think with that comment.
The safari comments.
You made me think.
And what did you think?
And what I still think is no. Because, and this is why, I was almost there. Like when I looked at the show, I love that her hair is slicked back. I love the bright lip. I like the off the shoulder. Her skin looks fantastic.
Yes.
Something about it got too messy that it looked like she was wearing her mama's dress when her mama was pregnant and she put a belt on it. Like it wasn't.
You're right.
Because it doesn't look like
it's the style.
Purposeful.
It's the style.
Books. Like it's not chic. It looks messy to me. And maybe without, I think, and then I needed a different shoe. Like I
don't think the shoes match.
I needed a different shoe.
It's like crocodile white.
I don't know.
Like,
it just, and she appears, I don't know her actual height. I meant to look that up. But she appears to be fairly petite to me. And I almost want to take that bottom, take it up a little bit. And close it tighter a little bit, like a little bit more tailoring, and I think it would have worked as the sort of sloppier knot, but oh well.
I think like you. I think she wears it, but I also I'm in between.
In between.
I think it's an okay. I still see like the oversized kind of like that can look clumsy, but I still on that picture I just feel like she's confident. If she holds it very straight and her shoulders in the back, I think it can still be like a statement.
And I do give her credit because she is a fairly new red carpet face with How to Get Away with Murder, and she's coming out with something different because she could have gone real basic and real simple.
And at least we're
boring.
talking about her.
Exactly.
We're talking about her. That's the point.
All right. Speaking of our favorite, Miss Rihanna, y'all. She was on the red carpet for the premiere of her new animated film, Home. She's also the new face of Dior, which we talked about last week. And of course, she was wearing Dior, y'all, with her nice dark hair and makeup. And how y'all feeling about that?
I feel like it's like a like a tween, like a lookalike, like a bad lookalike of Rihanna. No, don't you think so? Sometimes somewhere in the world you have like some twins.
Some twin, and
Katy
they-
Perry
somebody
just
stepped
found
in
her
and took a
twin, and she
picture.
just like tweets about her. I just feel it's like the bad version of Rihanna, maybe coming from Germany or France or something. I don't know. It's like a bad version of Rihanna to me.
It's a very bad version of Rihanna.
I mean,
I've known her for a long time, and this is definitely not.
This is so not her. She looks like a big, you know, like the meringue that you have at the
just
wedding.
like the hair, like the top knot is like, where did that come from?
And she
with the
looks
lip?
high.
And then the dress is
then
she's
It's
swimming.
supposed to be tea length. And okay, here's my question. Dior, this is your new face. Y'all really gave this girl that dress and didn't tailor it at all. Look at her armpits. Look at how it's coming away from her
Don't
breast
you think it's a joke? Don't you think it's a spoof or something?
It's a
Maybe it's a
premiere of
spoof.
her like starring animated movie. Like I get that they were trying to make her look girly and
Yeah.
like cute because it's a kids movie.
Right.
But girl, could the dress fit? Can we hem
Or
it?
something. Maybe we're missing something. Maybe the,
Some
the
loose
character
curls or something?
in the
I actually had a
animation.
side by side of the actual
Of the
dress.
actual dress on the runway or something. I don't
Even
know.
her
that'd be
face, look,
interesting
it's
to
not
see.
even her. Look at her eyes and her stare. It doesn't even look like
But
the real Rihanna.
she's just something different now. I mean, even from the single cover, like she's going in a different direction.
I'm
so
okay
whatever
with
is,
that. I'm not mad at
I'm
the
not okay.
face. I like the dark
I just don't
makeup.
like that.
I'm just mad at the sack.
Yeah, she looks like Lily Allen on it.
I
Right?
agree. I actually feel.
She,
I
oh my God,
definitely get a
remember a
Lily
couple
Allen
years
vibe.
ago?
I do. Yeah.
Very British, very.
But then that could be
very-
deliberate,
angsty.
like with the sound of the new music.
That's true.
But do you see
But can
a
it fit?
link between that and the sound of the
I'm just
music?
asking, can it fit? Like,
I don't see any link
That
between
looks
the
like the
video
dress
clip and
I
the
made.
music clip.
Because I got sewing skills. No, I don't.
No,
Okay.
it looks like a big white cake, you know,
Hot
the wedding
mess.
cake.
Oh,
It's a
I
hot
can
mess.
see that. It's like a little
She should be the cake
You just
topper.
wanna, it makes
Nice.
me hungry now. I just want to eat a piece of cake from a dress.
All right, we'll stop bashing you, Rihanna. We still love you. You do great things. That just ain't one of them. We're going to close out the show today, giving a shout out to our Instagram style star of the week. Her name is Jenny Plog, and she is at Jenny Plog Style. You can check her out at plogstyle.com. She is working her fashions all over her Instagram and her blog, guys. So check her out. That is at Jenny Plog Style.
Hi, Jenny.
Check her out. She's a cutie. She likes patterns. She does a lot of pattern mixing, which I find interesting.
She's
so
cute.
It's very interesting. Whenever
Yeah.
you dare doing that and you don't go wrong,
yeah,
it's very rare and it's a hit.
And I would never think to put that together. And we talked earlier in the season about how we want to take our holiday jackets into the spring and fall, like into the winter, and she did it really well, I think.
She's
So
gorgeous.
good.
She's very exotic. Her
You're
face is very
cute,
interesting.
girl. Keep up the good work, ladies, bringing the fashion on Instagram, and gentlemen, bringing the fashion on Instagram. And you, Mr. AJ Crimson.
Oh, thanks for
We
having
wishing
me.
you
This
the
was
best.
fun.
Thank
Oh
you
my
for
God.
being
So
here.
much.
Thank you for
What's
sharing.
next after that?
What's next after
Yeah.
this? Wow, what is next after this? Probably lip gloss or skin moisturizer.
Oh,
I have a couple.
spoiler.
I have a couple things I'm working on.
We love products, and we will keep
Ukulele
looking for
line?
you.
A ukulele.
With a ukulele. All right, you guys, where can all the fans out there find you, AJ?
You can find me best at Instagram, which is at AJ Crimson. You can also go to ajcrimson.com, and then if you want to check me out on YouTube, you can go to Ask AJ Crimson.
All right.
Oh, we can ask you questions?
You can.
Oh my
But you can ask
gosh.
me questions on
I'm gonna
Instagram.
harass
Beauty
you tonight.
information.
Oh,
Where
no.
they can
I'm
find
gonna watch
you,
that.
woman.
Guys, you can find me still all same, all place, Valcal, VALKHL, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and just, next door.
Next door. I'm at your house. You didn't know that. You guys, you can find me, Courtney, at Stewart Starlet on Instagram and Twitter. Make sure you check us out at BHL Fashion 411 on Instagram also. And don't forget to download us on iTunes. Give us some comments. Rate us.
You will win free lipsticks.
Val's gonna buy it up and
Actually
send it
have a
out to you, y'all. And make sure you subscribe to our YouTube page. You can look right below us right now and click that button and subscribe because we love you as subscribers. We love your comments. We thank you for joining us. Can't wait to talk to you again next week. But until then, have a fabulous weekend. We love you.
Great day.
Peace.
From producers Maria Menounos, Dario Kristen, Tiana Hobson, Kevin Undergaro, and the entire BHL crew, we would like to thank you for supporting Black Hollywood Live, the first online broadcast network dedicated to African American entertainment. For questions and comments, contact us at info@blackhollywoodlive.com. Like us on Facebook, tweet us, or Instagram us at BHL Online. And I'm your BHL announcer, Scipio. Instagram me at Planet Scipio. Thank you for tuning in.
Hollywood redefined.
I have it!
Every time.
The views expressed here are those of the host only and do not necessarily reflect the views of BHL or its owners or principals.